Hello and thank you for joining us on this new episode from To Go Rome. This video has got me and Sarah in it. It's not just me, so don't worry about that. And what we're going to talk about in the second half of this video is what we've got coming up in the next leg of travels for Sarah and I. And I've got to tell you, we couldn't be any more excited. And we want to share the detail of that with you today and actually get some views and insight from you. So if you're not interested in life and what's happened to us over the last few weeks, I've only put 2 chapters onto this video, so by all means skip forward. Sarah will pop up as you skip and we'll tell you what's going on. If you're still here, I'll tell you what's been going on in our lives. Last video you saw from us was in Phoenix, Arizona. Had a fantastic time down there, and we had travelled from Phoenix back to Las Vegas, and actually we're working on the most ambitious video that we'd ever embarked upon. And that was a video around Las Vegas sports, but not the kind of sports everybody knows. And we'd put so much effort in. We put about 2 weeks worth of work into this video, and we're very fortunate to have our best friend or best friends in Las Vegas, and one of them just so happens to have his own TV broadcasting studio, and we were going to do part of the video from there. It was going to be epic, it was going to be hilarious, it was going to be wonderful. I'd had a phone call from my sister to tell me that my mum wasn't well and that we need to return home and quickly. Being in Las Vegas at that time, our airline that we were due to be flying back with a good month or so later was Virgin Atlantic. We spent 8 hours on the phone trying to get through, and finally we spoke to them and they told us that we needed to get to LAX, to Los Angeles. We hired a car and we got to Los Angeles in double quick time and got on the flight the following day back to London Heathrow. Sadly, my mum passed away while me and Sarah were still in the air. We landed at Heathrow. We like doing stories on our channel because stories are more compelling to watch, aren't they? And this is a story that I know all of you watching this can relate to. We all only get one mum. And if you've lost your mum, no matter when, how long ago, I feel for you. So we've been with the family over these last few weeks. It's been trying, it's been very difficult, but we've pulled together. That's what families do, isn't it? We pull together and managing our way through this. And that's life, isn't it? And we had a question on our Q&A a few months ago. What would you do if you need to get back to the UK quickly, or if there is an emergency? And what we've learned is we'll just get back, we'll do whatever we need to do. And sometimes the stars don't align to make it right. So that's the news. But now, let me go and get Sarah and we'll talk about the future, because what we're doing is incredible. Here she is.
Hello.
This is Sarah. So, as I've told people, we're excited about what's to come on our channel. So first of all, Sarah, what's the first thing they're going to be seeing from us?
First thing they're going to be seeing is we need to readdress our packing and our luggage.
It's incredible.
As anyone who regularly views us knows, that we're completely overpacked and our luggage was just far too much. So we are readdressing that. We're going to be chucking out the stuff we know we won't need, and we've also learned a lot since the first 6 months of our travel, and we know that there's shops, we know we can go and get clothes.
Who would have thought it? We've learned there are shops all over the world.
Yeah,
we learn this stuff.
So
we're not stupid.
We're not stupid. Yes, we're going to readdress that. We need to end up with a backpack each, which we've got 40-litre backpacks, and the very most will be a medium-sized suitcase.
So, Sarah, as CFO, what's the next thing they're going to see?
The next thing you're going to see is what we spend in our first 6 months on the road. We've done our sums now, and I'm telling you now, it is really tight against our annual budget.
Really tight. too tight to call, to be honest. But let's not look back, let's look forward to the second half of the year. And this is where we're really going to be stepping stuff up, because what we're going to be doing is recording on a day-by-day basis what we spend. We've had viewers comment to us to say, yeah, we like seeing these odd days, but what are you doing on those off days? So we're going to record every day, and on each of our weekly vlogs you'll see the breakdown of our spending. Are we on track? Are we off track? Are we going to be able to pull it back? Sometimes yes, not all the time.
So you referred to 7 days a week.
Yeah, so in the 7 days a week we're really changing our vlogging style here. What we're going to do is show you a view through our week. So we'll start on a Monday and we'll take you right through to Sunday. It's not going to be boring. We're going to be doing things like seeing things, entertainment,
Fitness.
a whole range.
You're not going to see yoga though, I don't think.
No, you won't be seeing me doing fitness. You want to see Sarah, so subscribe for that. But not me. You're quite safe with that one.
You will be.
But we really want to make our vlog as real as possible for you. I want you to be looking at our vlogs thinking, I could do that. And the only way you can really feel like I could do that is if you see what we're doing and you can break it all down. We remember years ago when we were watching YouTube videos and seeing people travel, we think, well, is this kind of the Instagram side of the world? What about the bits that we don't see? And are those the bits that are actually going to bring us unstuck at some point in the future? So we'll show you the good and we'll show you the bad when it happens as well. So what's the last thing we want people to know about?
Well, you know, in the first 6 months of travel, we told you where we were after we were there. And we're going to mix that up a bit, aren't we?
Yeah, because that makes everything look easy and straightforward.
Perfect.
So we went from Mexico City to Querétaro, to San Miguel de Allende, to Guanajuato, to Las Vegas, to Hurricane and Zion, and other places I can't quite remember. And it looks like, oh, there's a systematic process. Reality is very different. Most of that we hadn't planned. We had a plan to go right down the west coast of Mexico and then to head into Central and South America from there. Didn't happen. So a real big change is we're going to share with you ahead of time what we're going to be doing for the next 6 months. We're going to tell you each of those locations that we're expecting to be at.
And budget.
And budget for each of those.
Yeah.
Each location is going to be different. We're not going to say our budget for everywhere we go is X. Everywhere is going to be slightly different. And we'll tell you what that is before we embark upon it as well. And the reason why we want to do that is to get into the reality side of things. Because we have a plan, and I can guarantee this minute, it ain't going to happen. Things are going to go wrong. And I want you to see that now.
Yeah.
Because if you see it now, you'll see how we have to flex and change to meet the challenges of being a world traveller and a slow traveller at that. So before we wrap up here, I just want to say that if you've been watching us for some time and have never commented, this is the one video to comment on. Because we've given you a lot of stuff there. Rewind, watch it again, not all of it, obviously not the first bit, but rewind it, watch it again and think about it and let us know in the comments, are these things you want to see, or you go, well, that's boring, I don't want to watch that. If everybody's saying that, then
because you have a real opportunity of building how our channel looks.
Yeah, and that's real. We're talking real, because we're sat here in the UK at the moment sorting stuff out, as we said earlier. And while we're sorting stuff out, we're actually thinking about what we're doing next. So you really do have an opportunity to get out of our channel what you really want and need from global travellers like us. We really hope that this has been an informative video. And tell me if you're interested in this. As we're in the UK, oh, a lot of you have gone by now, but those of you who are still here, just sit back and just chill for a minute, but give us a comment on this as well. When we travel, we find that to really do the best things in a location, you learn from the locals. Now we're back in the UK, we're in our own backyard. The obvious thing for us to do is do nothing here, because this is all, we know all this. So what we're thinking of doing is going up to London and doing a couple of videos from London of the sort of things that if you were a tourist going to London, you probably wouldn't do, or certainly not in the order that we would do it. We know London exceptionally well, my mum and dad. are Londoners. So it feels nice at the moment to go to London. So if that's something you think would be really useful, and if you're from overseas, you're going to be seeing stuff that no one else from the US or Canada or Australia would ever do. And this is slightly off the beaten path. There's a couple of really good ideas. Let us know in the comments if that's interesting too. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.